Listen very closely. Do not scroll away. What is coming in the final 4 days of the third week of July 2025 is not just another astrological transit. It is not just another portal. This is a system-wide, consciousness-level event that is going to hit everyone, and I mean everyone, whether they are awake to it or not. The period from July 18th to July 21st, 2025 is a convergence point, a sacred, critical, and unavoidable energetic bottleneck that will fundamentally alter the course of your personal timeline and the collective reality as we know it. The veil is not just thinning, it is being torn away. If you are watching this now, it is because your soul has a frontline pass. You are being called to understand the mechanics of what is about to unfold, so you can navigate it instead of being crushed by it. Before we go any deeper into this urgent transmission, I need you to anchor your own energy field for what is to come. Take a deep breath and do these 3 things right now. First, like this video to send a signal to the universe that you are ready and open to receive. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications, because the information I will be sharing over the coming weeks is critical for your spiritual safety and evolution. And third, type the number 1111 in the comments below to affirm your place as a pillar of light during this monumental shift. You are needed. Your stability is paramount. The world is about to feel a jolt. A psychic and emotional earthquake is rumbling just beneath the surface, and its epicenter is located squarely within this 4-day window in July 2025. This isn't a fear-based prediction. It is an energetic forecast based on a confluence of cosmic events so potent, so rare, that their combined effect will be undeniable. We are talking about the new moon in the most sensitive, most psychic, most foundational sign of the zodiac, Cancer, but this is a new moon on cosmic steroids. It is happening in a direct high-stakes standoff with Pluto, the great transformer, the lord of the underworld, who will have just fully anchored itself in Aquarius. This isn't just an opposition, it's a cosmic declaration of war between our past and our future. It's a battle between our emotional, ancestral DNA and the radical, technological, and often detached future of the collective. The Cancer new moon wants to pull you inward, into your heart, your home, your lineage, your deepest feelings of safety and belonging. It is the sacred mother, the cosmic womb. But Pluto in Aquarius is pulling in the exact opposite direction. It represents societal upheaval, technological revolution, the shattering of old power structures, and the voice of the collective hive mind. These 2 forces will be locked in a cosmic tug of war, and you, your heart, your family, and your sense of security are the rope. For weeks, even months leading up to this, you will have felt the pressure building. You may not have had the words for it. It would have manifested as a low-grade, humming anxiety, a feeling that something big is on the horizon. Your dreams will have become more vivid, more chaotic, perhaps filled with images of water, old family homes, or strange futuristic cities. You may have felt an unexplainable urge to purge, to clean out your closets, yes, but also to clean out your friend lists, to end conversations that feel draining, to walk away from jobs that are sucking your soul dry. This is your intuition, your higher self, preparing you for the storm. It is helping you lighten your energetic load, because you cannot pass through the eye of this needle, carrying the baggage of a reality that is about to expire. The days of July 18th and 19th are the final intake of breath before the plunge. The energy will be thick, heavy, and pregnant with unspoken truths. You will feel everything on a profound level. The emotions of strangers in the grocery store will feel like your own. News headlines will hit you with a physical weight. Arguments with loved ones will feel like catastrophic, soul-level wounds. This is because the Cancerian energy of this portal is dissolving the boundaries between us. It is reminding us that we are all connected, for better or for worse. The critical moment is the new moon itself, which peaks late on July 20th or early on July 21st, depending on your time zone. A new moon is always about planting a seed. It is a moment of pure potential, born in darkness, that will grow and manifest over the next 6 months. But planting a seed during this cosmic battle is like trying to plant a delicate flower in the middle of a battlefield. The soil of your subconscious is being tilled by the forces of immense destruction and rebirth. So what seed are you being asked to plant? The seed of your authentic emotional truth. This portal will force you to confront every single way you have betrayed your own heart for the sake of security. Every time you said yes when your soul screamed no. Every relationship you stayed in out of fear of being alone. Every dream you abandoned because you were told it was impractical. Pluto's opposition will shine a relentless, unforgiving light on these compromises. It will show you the chains you willingly put on. And the new moon in Cancer will present you with the key. But turning the key will require a level of emotional courage you may have never had to access before. It will require you to choose your own feeling-based truth over the logic of the crumbling world around you. This is not just an emotional event, it will manifest physically and globally. The sign Cancer rules the homeland, national security, food and water supplies, and the general populace. With Pluto, the planet of power, crisis and exposure, in opposition, we can expect shocking revelations on a global scale related to these very themes. Secrets held by governments, corporations, and powerful families are likely to be unearthed. There could be major events related to water, agriculture, or housing that force a global conversation about what it truly means to be safe and nourished. On a personal physical level, you need to be prepared. This energy will target the body's water systems, the stomach, the chest, and the lymphatic system. You may feel bloated, emotionally exhausted, or experience a deep, aching sensation in your chest that is your heart chakra being forcibly cracked open. It is not an attack, it is an activation. It is the universe clearing out the calcified grief and fear that has kept your heart small and protected. Do not be surprised if you find yourself weeping for reasons you cannot explain. Those are not your tears, they are the tears of your ancestors. They are the tears of the collective, moving through you to be cleansed. You are a sacred conduit during these 4 days. Your only job is to allow, to feel, and to release. Do not try to solve anything. Do not try to start a fight. Do not make any life-altering decisions based on the emotional volatility of these days. This is a time of being, not doing. It is a sacred pause, where the universe is rebooting your entire emotional operating system. The energy shift will be palpable. The air will feel different. Time may seem to warp, with hours feeling like minutes and minutes feeling like hours. You will look at the people around you, and see them with new eyes. You will see the masks they wear, the pain they hide, and the light they have forgotten. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, but it must be managed. It is absolutely critical that you fiercely protect your energy during this 4-day window. Avoid chaotic environments. Minimize your exposure to mainstream media and negative social media feeds. Be deliberate about who you speak to. Your energy is a precious, finite resource, and the world will be clamoring to feed off of those who have managed to stay centered. Be a lighthouse, not a sponge. Ground yourself. Walk barefoot on the earth. Submerge yourself in water. Baths with sea salt are especially powerful. Drink more water than you think you need. You are flushing out old timelines, old karmic contracts, old versions of yourself. The person who enters this portal on July 18th will not be the same person who emerges on July 21st. The change is cellular. It is permanent. This is not an upgrade you can refuse. It is happening. The only choice you have is whether you go through it with awareness and grace, or kicking and screaming. The universe is offering a profound opportunity for liberation, but liberation often feels like destruction at first. Trust the process. Trust that what is falling away is making space for something far more aligned, far more authentic, and far more beautiful than you can possibly imagine from your current vantage point. This is the promise held within the storm. If you are feeling the resonance of this truth in your bones, if you can already sense the distant rumbling of this approaching shift, I want you to anchor this awareness with the collective. Take a moment, go to the comments, and simply type, "I am ready to release." By doing this, you are not just typing words, You are making a declaration to the universe. You are telling your guides, your soul, and the very fabric of space-time that you are a willing participant in your own evolution. You are choosing to be a conscious creator in this new chapter, not a victim of circumstance. Affirm it now. Let's go deeper now, because understanding the surface-level tension between the Cancer new moon and Pluto is only the first layer. To truly grasp the magnitude of what is unfolding, we have to look at the other cosmic players amplifying this event into a once-in-a-generation reset. This is not happening in a vacuum. The universe is a symphony, and right now, every powerful instrument is playing in a dramatic, earth-shaking crescendo. The single most important amplifier of this entire event is the planet Jupiter. The great benefic, the planet of expansion, luck, and wisdom, will also be in the sign of Cancer, traveling in very close proximity to this new moon. Jupiter expands everything it touches, without judgment. When it touches a flame, it creates an inferno. When it touches a seed, it creates a forest. Now imagine Jupiter, the most expansive force in our solar system, touching the most emotionally potent, psychically sensitive, and deeply vulnerable new moon imaginable. It is taking all of that Cancerian energy, the feelings, the ancestral memories, the mother wound, the need for safety, the intuitive hits, and it is magnifying it by a factor of 1,000. This is why the emotional waves will feel like tsunamis. This is why the intuitive whispers will become deafening shouts. Jupiter's presence turns this from a personal emotional reset into a massive collective consciousness event. It ensures that no one is immune. The energy is simply too big, too pervasive, to ignore. It will flood the collective unconscious, bringing everything that has been hidden in the murky depths of our shared psyche to the surface. Now we must speak of the sacred astrological degree, the specific cosmic frequency on which this event is taking place. This new moon in Cancer falls within the lunar mansion, or nakshatra, known in Vedic wisdom as Ashlesha. This is the absolute key to understanding the deeper spiritual purpose of this portal. Ashlesha is represented by the coiled serpent, the Naga. It is the raw, primal, and often terrifying energy of Kundalini itself. This is not a gentle, nurturing energy. It is the energy of profound, shocking, and irreversible transformation through facing the deepest truths. The serpent sheds its skin to be reborn. To do so, it must go through a period of vulnerability, of blindness, of total surrender. This is the energy that will define these 4 days. You are being asked to shed a skin of old identity, of past trauma, of familial conditioning, of societal programming, and it will not be comfortable. Ashlesha energy is hypnotic, penetrating, and psychologically brilliant. It rules poison and medicine, recognizing that the two are often the same thing, separated only by dosage and intention. During this portal, the universe will be administering a powerful dose of spiritual medicine, but it may feel like poison at first. It will bring up all your soul venom, the bitterness, the resentment, the secret jealousies, the unprocessed rage. It will force you to look at it, to taste it, to own it, so that it can finally be transmuted into your greatest power. The serpent's wisdom is ancient and unforgiving. It does not care about your comfort, it cares about your liberation. When you combine the serpent energy of Ashlesha with the oppositional force of Pluto, the lord of the underworld, you get a dynamic that is nothing short of an exorcism, a soul-level exorcism. Pluto in Aquarius is digging up the graves of the collective secrets, its power abuses, its shadow side. Ashlesha provides the hypnotic magnetic force to pull that unearthed darkness into your personal field for processing. This is why this period will be so challenging for family dynamics. Ashlesha has a deep connection to lineage, and Pluto's opposition will illuminate the darkest, most hidden patterns within your family tree. The manipulations, the unspoken contracts, the inherited traumas, the addictions, the secrets that everyone knows but no one talks about. From July 18th to 21st, the veil on these dynamics will be completely gone. You will see with shocking clarity the energetic cords that have bound you, the roles you have been forced to play, and the ancestral burdens you have been carrying that were never yours to begin with. The urge to break free will be immense, and it may lead to confrontations or sudden endings. Understand this: the serpent is biting through the rotten cords. It is a painful but necessary surgery. This is your chance to end karmic cycles that have been plaguing your bloodline for generations. You are the chosen one, the anchor point, who has the consciousness to finally see it, feel it, and refuse to pass it down any further. This is a sacred, holy responsibility. Do not take it lightly. This immense energetic work will take a toll on the physical body. It is critical you understand the signs so you do not fall into fear. The physical vessel is being rapidly upgraded to hold a higher frequency of light and truth, and this recalibration process can feel intensely uncomfortable. As we discussed, the Cancerian energy directly impacts the stomach, chest and womb space, but the Ashlesha serpent energy will specifically target the spine. Many of you will experience strange sensations along your spinal column, waves of heat, sudden chills, tingling, or a feeling of electricity running up your back. This is the awakening of your Kundalini energy, the divine life force that has been dormant within you. Do not be alarmed, breathe into it. Place your hand on your lower back and affirm that you are safe. Tinnitus, or a high-pitched ringing in your ears, will be extremely common. This is not a medical issue. It is a sign that you are being attuned to higher dimensional frequencies. You are literally downloading information from your guides and higher self. Instead of being annoyed by it, quiet your mind and ask, what is the message? The answer may not come in words, but in a feeling, an image, or a sudden knowing. Heart palpitations, or a fluttering in the chest will also be prevalent as your heart chakra shatters old energetic armor and expands to hold more unconditional love first and foremost for yourself. And finally, expect waves of profound exhaustion. Your body is doing the work of 1,000 years in the space of a few days. It is rewriting its own cellular code. You must grant it radical permission to rest. Sleep if you are tired. Cancel your plans. Your productivity does not matter right now. Your integration does. What is happening on a metaphysical level is a forced purge of your personal Akashic record. Think of the Akasha as a vast cosmic library that holds the record of every thought, emotion, and action from every lifetime your soul has ever experienced. The Pluto-Ashlesha dynamic is like a cosmic librarian storming into your personal wing of this library and throwing every overdue, unread, and toxic book into a giant bonfire. Traumas from past lives that have been creating inexplicable fears or blocks in this lifetime are being brought up for a final fiery release. You might have a sudden intense fear of water and not know why. It could be the energetic echo of a past life where you drowned. You might feel a deep, baseless distrust of authority. It could be the karmic residue of lifetimes spent under persecution. You do not need to consciously know the specific story. Your only job is to witness the emotion as it arises, the fear, the grief, the rage, and allow it to move through you without judgment. Breathe it in, thank it for the lesson it carried, and breathe it out, releasing it from your field forever. This is the most profound clearing you will likely ever experience. You are being scrubbed clean on a soul level. The weight that will be lifted from your spirit will be immeasurable, but you must first be willing to feel the heat of the fire that is cleansing you. This is a powerful, demanding, and sacred moment in your soul's journey. It requires your full participation. It is not something that is happening to you, but something that is happening for you, through you, and as you. You have been preparing for this for lifetimes. Your entire existence has been a training ground for these 4 days. Now is the time to claim your power, not as a victim of cosmic weather, but as a master of energetic alchemy. To affirm this consciously, to declare to the universe that you are stepping into the role of the creator of your new reality, I want you to go to the comments right now and type, with intention and focus, I harness this sacred energy. Feel the power in those words. You are not fighting the wave, you are learning to surf it. You are not fearing the serpent, you are embodying its wisdom. You are not breaking under the pressure, you are being forged into a diamond. Affirm it now, and feel the collective strength of everyone else here who is doing the same. We are anchoring this light together. The result of this intense internal purge will be an undeniable acceleration of the timeline split. This is a concept many of you have heard, but you are about to experience it in a very real, very tangible way. As your personal frequency is scrubbed clean of old trauma and karmic density, your entire energetic signature will change. It will become lighter, clearer, and higher. And like a radio, you will no longer be able to tune into the lower frequency stations. This will manifest in your relationships. People, places and situations that were once a vibrational match for your old wounded self will suddenly feel intolerable. Conversations that used to be normal will feel draining and pointless. Friendships that were built on a foundation of shared trauma or complaining will abruptly dissolve, not with a big fight, but with a sudden quiet disinterest. This is not you being cruel. This is cosmic law. Your energy is your new passport, and you can no longer gain entry into lower vibrational realities. Conversely, you will feel a magnetic, almost magical pull towards people who are a match for your new emerging frequency. You may meet someone who feels like you've known them for 1,000 years. These are your soul family, members of your karmic tribe, who are being drawn into your orbit by this great energetic sorting. Trust these pulls, trust these repulsions. Your intuition, amplified by this Jupiter-Cancerian energy, is your infallible guide through this great separation of worlds. Do not cling to what is falling away. Bless it, thank it for its lessons, and let it go. Your future is waiting, and it exists on a different frequency. On a global scale, the combination of the Jupiter-amplified Cancer new moon, the Ashlesha serpent energy, and the Pluto opposition points to a period of shocking revelations and potential crisis in all Cancerian domains. This means the food supply, water security, housing markets, and national identity are all in the crosshairs. The serpent of Ashlesha loves to expose that which is poisonous and hidden. We may see major scandals break related to contamination in our food or water. The illusion of security that governments provide could be shattered by a sudden event that reveals deep vulnerabilities. Pluto's involvement points to the financial and power structures behind these domains. Expect bombshells about powerful corporations or financial institutions that have been manipulating these basic human needs for profit and control. With Uranus, the Great Awakener, transiting through Gemini, the sign of information and media, these revelations will spread like wildfire. They will be undeniable and digitally documented. This will create a crisis of faith for many. The systems they believed were there to protect them will be exposed as fragile or corrupt. For those who are awake, this will not be a surprise, but a confirmation. For the masses, however, it will be a terrifying shock to the system. This is a crucial part of the Great Awakening. People do not change when they are comfortable. The structures must be shaken to their very foundations so that we can collectively choose to build something new, something based on compassion, sustainability, and authentic security, not the illusion of it. Your role is not to fall into the collective fear, but to hold the vision of the new world that is waiting to be born from the ashes of the old. You must be the calm in the storm, the anchor of what is possible, while the world around you is waking up to the nightmare of what was. This is your assignment. This is your sacred duty. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Now we must turn our attention to the practical application of this cosmic knowledge. It is not enough to simply understand the storm that is coming. You must know how to build your ark. The period from July 18th to July 21st, 2025 is not a time for manifestation in the traditional sense. You cannot think and grow rich in the middle of a soul-level earthquake. This is a time for deep surrender, sacred ritual, and radical self-preservation. The universe is not asking you to build. It is asking you to become a clear channel for demolition and rebirth. The most powerful ritual you can perform during these 4 days is the ritual of conscious feeling. Your emotions are the language of your soul, and during this portal, your soul will be speaking, shouting, and screaming its truth. Your task is to listen without judgment. When a wave of sadness washes over you, do not immediately ask, "Why am I sad?" or try to distract yourself with your phone or food. Instead, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and say, "I am here with you. I am listening." Allow the sadness to have a voice. Allow it to show you the memory, the belief, or the wound it is connected to. Breathe with it. Give it space. This practice of compassionate presence is the most powerful form of alchemy there is. You are transforming dense, trapped energy into flowing, liberated consciousness simply by witnessing it with love. This is the work. This is the entire assignment. Let's construct a more formal ritual practice you can engage with each night of this 4-day portal, from the evening of July 18th to the evening of July 21st. This will provide a container for the intense energies and help you integrate the downloads you are receiving. First, create a sacred space. This doesn't need to be elaborate. A quiet corner of your home will suffice. Cleanse the space with sage, Palo Santo, or even just by opening a window and intending for all stagnant energy to be cleared. Light a white candle to represent the purity of your intention and the illumination of your subconscious. Next, you will need two things: a bowl of water mixed with sea salt, and a journal. The salt water represents the cosmic womb of the Cancerian Ocean, a medium for both cleansing and creation. The journal is your tool for externalizing the chaotic internal landscape. Each night, before you sleep, sit in your sacred space. Dip your fingers into the salt water and gently anoint your third eye, your heart center, and your solar plexus. As you do this, state aloud, "I cleanse my vision, I cleanse my heart, I cleanse my will. I am open to receive the wisdom of this sacred time." Then for at least 15 minutes, engage in what I call automatic journaling. Do not think, do not edit. Simply put your pen to paper and let whatever needs to come out flow. It could be fragmented sentences, single words, angry scribbles, or detailed memories. Do not read it back. The purpose is not analysis. The purpose is release. When you are finished, close the journal and place it beside the bowl of water overnight. You are allowing the water to energetically absorb and neutralize the density you have purged onto the page. Your dream state during this portal will be one of the most active and revelatory arenas of this entire process. The veil between the conscious and subconscious mind will be practically non-existent. You will be doing immense processing work while you sleep. However, the Pluto opposition can make these dreams intense, even nightmarish. You may dream of being chased, of being trapped in crumbling buildings, or of facing fearsome creatures. It is crucial that you reframe your understanding of these nightmares. They are not attacks, they are healing simulations. The thing chasing you is a part of your own shadow you are finally ready to integrate. The crumbling building is the dissolving of an old belief system or identity structure. The creature you face is a symbolic representation of a fear you are being given the opportunity to conquer on the astral plane before you have to face it in the physical. Upon waking, do not immediately grab your phone. Lie still for a few moments and try to hold on to the feeling tone of the dream. What was the core emotion? Fear, powerlessness, rage? Write it down in your journal. You do not need to interpret the entire narrative. Simply capturing the core emotional signature is enough. This practice honors the work your soul is doing in the dream time and helps bring the lessons into your conscious awareness. Keeping a glass of water by your bed can also be immensely helpful. Water holds memory. Before sleeping, hold the glass and set the intention that it will absorb any energetic residue from your dream work. In the morning, pour it onto the earth, giving that energy back to be composted and renewed. We also need to discuss the element of sound. Your auditory senses will be incredibly heightened, and sound will be a powerful tool for either grounding or destabilizing you. It is essential that you curate your sonic environment with extreme prejudice. Avoid jarring, aggressive music, and turn off the blaring television news. Instead, immerse yourself in frequencies that support your recalibrating nervous system. Solfeggio frequencies, particularly 417 Hz for clearing traumatic experiences, and 528 Hz, the love frequency for DNA repair, will be profoundly healing. You can play these softly in the background as you go about your day. Binaural beats designed for theta wave states can help you access deeper meditative states and connect more easily with your intuition. The sound of nature itself, the wind, the rain, the birds, is perhaps the most grounding frequency of all. If you can, spend time in nature and just listen. Let the symphony of the earth retune your biofield. You can also use your own voice. Chanting the mantra, Vam, will help to open and clear the sacral chakra, which is deeply connected to the Cancerian water element. Chanting Yam will do the same for the heart chakra. You don't need to be a professional singer. The simple act of creating a resonant vibration within your own body is a powerful way to move stagnant energy and affirm your own presence in the midst of the chaos. The temptation during this period will be to seek external validation for what you are experiencing. You will want to call a friend and ask, "Are you feeling this too? Am I going crazy?" I urge you to resist this impulse as much as possible. This is a deeply personal, internal journey. While the energy is collective, your specific process of shedding and rebirth is unique to you. Sharing your raw, unprocessed emotions with others who may not be holding the same level of awareness can be detrimental. They may try to fix you, to rationalize your feelings away, or worse, project their own fear onto your experience. This is a time for radical solitude. It is a sacred retreat into the cave of your own heart. You must become your own best counsel, your own most compassionate witness. Your relationship with your higher self, your intuition, is the single most important relationship to nurture during these 4 days. Learn to trust that quiet, persistent inner voice. When it tells you to cancel your plans, trust it. When it tells you to go sit by a body of water, trust it. When it tells you to end a conversation, trust it. Your intuition is your divine GPS, guiding you through the storm. The more you listen and act on its guidance, the stronger and clearer its signal will become. This portal is a training ground for developing an unshakable trust in your own inner knowing, a skill that will be absolutely essential for navigating the new world that is emerging. The climax of this portal is, of course, the new moon itself, which plants the seed for the next 6 months of your life. While the preceding days are for purging and clearing, the 24 hours following the peak of the new moon are for sacred intention setting. But this is not your typical new moon goal setting. You are not writing a to-do list for the universe. After the profound purge you have just undergone, you will be in a state of raw, open-hearted potentiality. The seed you plant must come from this space, not from the ego mind. On the evening of July 21st, return to your sacred space. This time, instead of the salt water, have a small pot of soil and a single seed. A flower seed or a bean will work perfectly. Take a few moments to breathe and drop into your heart space. Ask your soul a single powerful question. What is the one core feeling I want to anchor as my new reality? It is not about "I want a new car" or "I want a promotion." It is about the feeling underneath those desires. Is it freedom? Is it authentic connection? Is it sovereign creative expression? Is it profound inner peace? Distill your intention down to its most essential emotional essence. Once you have your word or phrase, hold the physical seed in your hand and whisper your intention to it. Pour all of your emotional energy, all of your hope, all of your newfound clarity into that tiny vessel. Then plant the seed in the soil. As you water it, you are watering your future. Tending to that physical plant over the next 6 months will be a living, breathing meditation on the nurturing of your new reality. It is a powerful act of co-creation with the divine, grounding your spiritual intentions into the physical plane. The energy of this July 2025 portal is immense, challenging, and profoundly transformative. It is a divine intervention designed to break you free from the shackles of your past and propel you onto your highest possible timeline. It will test you, it will stretch you, and it will demand a level of courage and surrender you may not have known you possessed. But the reward is immeasurable. A life lived from a place of authentic emotional truth, unburdened by ancestral karma, and guided by a clear and unwavering connection to your own divine spirit. You are being given the gift of a clean slate, a true and total rebirth. If you have listened this far, your soul is ready. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have the strength. Now let's solidify this commitment. Let's join our energies together as a global community of lightworkers, anchors, and way showers. Go to the comments one more time and declare, "I feel awakened." By typing these words, you are acknowledging the shift that is already happening within you. You are accepting your role in this great cosmic drama and aligning yourself with the forces of liberation and love. You are a beacon. Let your light shine. Affirm it now, and feel the power of our collective awakening. We are in this together, and we are witnessing the birth of a new world, starting within our own hearts. The final 4 days of the third week of July, you will never forget, are not an ending, but the true beginning of everything. As we approach the culmination of this sacred and intense 4-day period, it is vital to understand what happens on the other side. The portal may close around July 21st, but the energetic shockwaves will continue to ripple through the collective and your personal life for weeks, even months to come. The world will not simply snap back to normal. A new baseline will have been established. The frequency of the planet will have been irrevocably elevated, and anything not in resonance with this new frequency will begin to crumble with astonishing speed. This is the great unraveling. You will witness it in the headlines, in your communities, and perhaps even in your own home. Systems, institutions, and relationships built on foundations of control, secrecy, and inauthenticity will find that the energetic support for their existence has been completely withdrawn. They will begin to glitch, fail, and dissolve. For those who are not aware of the energetic shift that has just occurred, this will be a time of immense fear, confusion, and chaos. They will cling desperately to the wreckage of the old world, trying to patch together a reality that no longer exists. Your role is not to get swept up in their panic. Your role is to be a calm, centered anchor of the new Earth frequency. You must hold the unwavering knowing that this dissolution is not a catastrophe, but a necessary and divinely orchestrated clearing. It is the demolition of a prison, making way for a paradise. In the immediate aftermath, in the last week of July and into August 2025, your primary task is integration. You have just undergone a profound spiritual surgery. You would not run a marathon the day after a major operation, and similarly, you must not rush back into the frantic pace of the old world. The energies will still be raw, and your own system will be exquisitely sensitive. This is a time for continued quiet, gentle reflection, and deep nourishment. Pay close attention to your body's needs. It may crave specific foods. These are likely the very nutrients it needs to rebuild and recalibrate your cellular structure. It may crave profound amounts of sleep. Honor this as your spirit is integrating vast amounts of information on the astral planes. Your emotional body will also continue its processing. You may experience what I call energetic aftershocks, sudden, unexpected waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere. A song on the radio might trigger tears. A memory might surface with startling clarity. Do not be alarmed. This is simply your system continuing to flush out the last vestiges of old, dense energy that was dislodged during the portal. Continue to meet these moments with the same compassionate presence you cultivated during the peak of the event. The practice does not end when the portal closes. It becomes your new way of life. One of the most tangible and beautiful consequences of this shift will be the dramatic amplification of your creative life force. The serpent energy of Ashlesha, once its venom is transmuted, is the energy of pure divine creation. The Kundalini energy that was awakened within you is the fuel for genius, inspiration, and artistic expression. In the weeks following the portal, you may feel an overwhelming, almost desperate urge to create, to write, to paint, to sing, to dance, to build. Do not ignore this. This is your soul, now cleared of its karmic baggage, crying out to express its unique essence in the world. This is not about becoming a famous artist. It is about the sacred act of bringing the unseen into the seen. Your creativity is your direct line to the divine. Following these creative urges is one of the most powerful ways to ground your new frequency into the physical plane. When you are in a state of creative flow, you are literally channeling the architecture of the new earth. You are downloading blueprints for a more beautiful world. So make a mess. Get out the paints. Write the bad poetry. Sing off key in your car. The act of creation itself is the prayer. It is the proof that you have survived the fire and are now ready to weave with the light. This shift will also redefine your relationship with time. The old linear 3D perception of time as a relentless march from past to future will begin to dissolve. You will start to experience time in a more fluid, cyclical, and magical way. This is a hallmark of living in the 5D frequency. Synchronicities will become your new normal. You will think of someone, and they will text you moments later. You will have a question, and the answer will appear on a billboard you drive past. The gap between your intention and its manifestation will shrink dramatically. This is because, having cleared so much dense karma, you are no longer fighting against the current of your own past creations. You are in the flow state, aligned with the divine timing of the universe. The key to mastering this new relationship with time is to release the need to control and force outcomes. You must learn to trust the unfolding. Plant your seeds of intention as you did during the new moon ritual, and then surrender. Trust that they will bloom in the perfect moment in the perfect way. The desperate grasping energy of the ego is incompatible with the 5D timeline. Your new mantra must be, I am divinely guided and perfectly provided for in every moment. Live from this place of trust, and you will witness miracles as your daily reality. Finally, we must speak of your sacred purpose. For so many of you, the question, what is my purpose, has been a source of deep anxiety. You have been searching for it outside of yourself, hoping a guru or a book would hand you the answer. This July 2025 portal will change that forever. By stripping away the false layers of who you thought you were, the familial conditioning, the societal programming, the karmic identities, it will reveal the pristine, luminous core of who you truly are. And in that core, you will find your purpose. It will not be a job title or a grand, complicated mission. Your purpose is simply the most authentic expression of your soul's unique energetic signature. For some, that purpose is to bring laughter and joy into a dense world. For others, it is to be a fierce protector of truth. For others still, it is to create beauty, to heal with their hands, or to simply hold a frequency of profound peace that calms everyone they encounter. In the quiet moments after the storm has passed, ask yourself, what feels most natural? What is the quality of being that makes my soul feel most alive? The answer to that question is your purpose. It is that simple and that profound. Your only job is to then orient your life around the expression of that core essence in everything you do. The world is changing. The paradigm is shifting. The final 4 days of the third week of July 2025 are a cosmic ignition point, a line in the sand that separates the past from the future. It is a divine intervention designed to wake us up from the slumber of lifetimes and call us home to our true sovereign and divine nature. It will be intense. It will be challenging. But it is the greatest gift we could ever be given. It is the gift of liberation. You now have the knowledge, the tools, and the awareness to navigate this monumental event not as a victim but as a master. You are a way shower, a grid worker, a lighthouse. Your stability, your courage, and your love are the anchors that will help birth a new world. This message found you for a reason. There are no accidents. You are part of the ground crew, the first responders of consciousness, and your shift is about to begin. Remember to be gentle with yourself. Remember to surrender. Remember that you are more powerful than you can possibly imagine. If this entire transmission has resonated with the deepest part of your being, if you feel the truth of these words echoing in your very bones, I invite you to make one final powerful declaration. This is for you and for the entire collective we are a part of. Go to the comments and type with all the conviction of your awakened soul, I am the new earth. By doing this, you are not just making a statement, you are accepting your divine identity. You are claiming your role as a co-creator of a reality based on love, truth, and freedom. You are the one you have been waiting for. We are the ones we have been waiting for. Thank you for answering the call. Like this video to seal your intention, share it with anyone else whose soul needs to hear this urgent message, and subscribe for continued guidance as we walk this miraculous path together. The most incredible journey is just beginning. Be prepared. Be brave. And know that you are never ever alone.